FX welcomes you back as we are meeting the drivers and their crews getting ready for the Winston. There's Dale Earnhardt Jr., who won last year. Let's continue with the top 10 introductions.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Now, let's meet the top 10 starters for tonight's running of the Winston. Starting 10th, the crew for the number 24 DuPont Chevrolet of Jeff Gordon. Jeff Craven is the gas man. The catch can man is Jason Burdett. Tony Gibson on the windshield. Chris Anderson is your jack man. Front tire changer, Tony Gant. Front tire carrier, Craig Currione. The rear tire changer, Shane Church. And the rear tire carrier, Steve Hart. The crew chief is Robbie Loomis. And the driver, three-time Winston Cup champion, two-time winner of the Winston from Vallejo, California, Jeff Gordon.
Starting ninth, the crew with the number 9 Dodge Steelers Dodge Intrepid of Bill Elliott. The gas man is Rodney Rhodes. The catch can man, Derek Jones. On the windshield, Barry Swift. The jack man, Mark Jacobs. The front tire changer is Andy Thurman. Ryan Biscaglio carries the front tires. Jim Pohlman is the rear tire changer, while Heath Cherry carries the rear tires. The crew chief is Mike Ford. And the driver, the winner of the 1986, the Winston, and 1988 Winston Cup champion out of Dawsonville, Georgia, Bill Elliott.
Starting 8th tonight, the crew of the number 6 Roush Racing Pfizer Viagra Ford of Mark Martin. The gas man is Doug Newell. The catch can man, Jonathan Davis. Chuck Good is the windshield man. On the jack, Scott Radel. Front tire changer, Robert Benfield. Mark Full is the front tire carrier. Rear tire changer, Sean Parker. Bobby Sutta on the rear tire, carrying those tires. The crew chief, Jimmy Finnig. And the driver from Batesville, Arkansas, winner of the Winston in 1998, Mark Martin.
Starting 7th, the crew with the number 5 Kellogg Chevrolet of Terry LaPonte. The gas man is Brad Pickens. His catch can man, Kelly Pryor. Darrell McDonald on the windshield. The jack man is Dave Denning. Murray Tim changes the front tires. Brad Demon is the front tire carrier. Mike Bumgardner's the rear tire changer. Jason Gay is the rear tire carrier. The crew chief is Gary Dehart. And the driver, a two-time winner of the Winston and two-time Winston Cup champion out of Corpus Christi, Texas, Jerry Labonte.
Starting 6th tonight, the crew for the number 99 Citgo Ford of Jeff Burton. Donnie Ratledge is the gas man. The catch can man is Bobby Christensen. On the windshield, Steve Wedvick. The jack man is Chuck White. The front tire changer, Mark Hollywood Armstrong. The front tire carrier is Mike Brill. The rear tire changer, Todd Foster. The rear tire carrier, Chip Good. Your crew chief is Frank Stoddard. And your driver from South Boston, Virginia, Jeff Burton.
Starting 5th, the crew from the number 22 Caterpillar Dodge of Ward Burton. The gas man is Tony Anderson. The catch can man, Gary Warren. On the windshield, Jimmy Rollins. Rodney Fetters is the jack man. Tony Wallace changes the front tires while Trent Bruce carries them. The rear tire carrier is Mike Brown. The crew chief and rear tire changer, Tommy Baldwin. And the driver out of South Boston, Virginia, Ward Burton.
Starting 4th tonight, let's meet the crew for the number 20 Home Depot Pontiac of Tony Stewart. Jeff Gooch Patterson is the gas man. Brian Larson, the catch can man. On the windshield, Chris Spider Gillen. The Jackman is Marcus Bonacelli. On the front tire, changing it, Mike Lingerfeld. Carrying Dean. The rear tire changer is Jonathan Sherman. The rear tire carrier, Jay Barry. Crew chief, Greg Zipadelli. And your driver from Rushville, Indiana, Tony Stewart.
Starting third, the crew for the number 29, GM Goodrich Chevrolet of Kevin Harvick. The gas man, Danny Chocolate Myers. The catch can man, Coy Hedrick. On the windshield, Rich Burgess. Mike Moore is your jack man. The front tires, the changer, Mike Kaluka, and his carrier, Jerry Haley. The rear tire changer, Ron Otto, his carrier, Steve Lawrence. The crew chief, Kevin Hamlin, and the driver out of Bakersfield, California, is Kevin Harvick.
Starting second tonight, let's meet the crew for the number 18 Interstate Batteries Pontiac of Bobby Labonte. Peter Jellin is the gas man. Derek Jennings, the catch can man. Ray Bolin on the windshield. Jason Lee, the jack man. Front tire changer, Jeff Chandler. Front tire carrier, Todd Meredith. The rear tire changer, Barry Cook. Alan Copley is the rear tire carrier. The crew chief is Jimmy Makar. And the driver, defending Winston Cup champion from Corpus Christi, Texas, Bobby Labonte.
Starting on the pole, the crew of the Miller Lite Ford of Rusty Wallace. Your gas man is Doug Ingold. The catch can man, Jason Poole. On the windshield, Nick Giambruno. The jack man is Rob Jones. Your front tire changer, Bill Wilburn. Mike Goins is the carrier. Robbie Fuller changes the rear tires. The rear tire carrier, Keith Manch. And your crew chief, Robin Pemberton, the driver out of St. Louis, Missouri. He won the 1989 The Winston and went on to win the Winston Cup Championship, Rusty Wallace. And your winner from the Winston Open just a few moments ago. He drives the Valvoline Pontiac as his crew comes out in front of him. He hails out of Grand Rapids, Michigan. He'll start 20th tonight in car number 10, Johnny Benson. And starting 21st tonight in car number 66, he just transferred in by virtue of his win in the Winston No Bull Sprint. He hails out of Chemung, New York, and drives the number 66 Big Kmart Ford, along with his crew, a big hand for Todd Bodine. Ladies and gentlemen, there you have it, the 21 stars of NASCAR that'll do battle momentarily in the 17th running of the Winston.
All right, you've met the drivers and the crews behind their cars. In just a few moments, you'll see them in action, on the track, under the lights, with 21 cars raced 70 laps with $500,000 going to the winner. The Winston on FX is next.